Hello and welcome to my little channel. Today is August 25th, 2020, and we're going to be talking about ammo stockpiling or hoarding. The other day I watched this video right here from DC Channel Guns. Uh, he's an interesting fellow. I highly recommend you check him out. But he kind of brought up an interesting debate, stockpiling or hoarding ammunition, and what's really the difference between the two. He pretty much said through his research that anything more than 200 rounds is hoarding, and he kind of had to say, I guess he's a hoarder. And if that's the case, I'm a hoarder too because I got a couple thousand rounds. I'm not going to tell you which caliber, but you get my drift. I mean, I'm one of those people that go buy online, buy 500 rounds to 1,000 rounds per purchase, depending on what caliber I'm shopping for. Now, I started towards the beginning of this year stockpiling, so I'm a little bit ahead of the curve that most new gun buyers are. But yeah, keep in fact that it's an election year. You got coronavirus, which pretty much shut down countries, so the manufacturing's not up to speed. I'm still predicting March when things are going to start to get better. Now, when I say March, I'm not going to say it's going to be like last year. I'm going to say that's going to be where it's probably going to peak, and supplies are going to slowly start creeping up. Now, I'm not going to say it's going to be 100% or 15%. I'm not really sure. I'm just going to predict that's where it's going to peak, and you're going to start seeing more supplies readily available for a little bit longer purposes. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't be go shopping. You're probably going to pay more than what you really want or what the round's really worth. But also keep in mind that this is going to be future proofing for within 2 years from that election cycle, and of course in 4 years when the next presidential election's coming in. So you really should start stockpiling. Now, I don't have a magic number where I'm going to stop, where it's going to be in for you shoot like 5 rounds, you buy 5 rounds. I don't know where that magic number is going to be for me. That's going to be different for everybody. That depends on your space, how much you shoot, and how much you want to buy. But I would recommend once this is all over, especially for the new time gun owners, to kind of keep that in mind. Let this be a lesson of why people stockpile or hoard ammunition. And there's a fine line between stockpiling and hoarding. The key difference between the two that I could come up with is stockpiling is future proofing your ammunition supply. So when we do go through a down peak that we're seeing right now, you can still enjoy your uh, your entertainment, whether it's through hunting or shooting paper targets. You still get to enjoy that. You still get your practice in, but at the same time, you're not beholden to the current market situation. Now, hoarding is where you're going to buy ammunition and not plan to use it. Uh, let's say you have your training ammunition, your self-defense ammunition. One can make the argument that you're hoarding your self-defense because you're not shooting it, but you're shooting your stockpile, which is your target ammunition. I'm one of those people that if you buy it, you might as well shoot it. I don't really distinguish between self-defense and target practice. I mean, that's just my personal philosophy. I understand that you could go on many different tangents and have many different opinions between the two. So hoarding is not that great. And that's where you're gonna like, let's say you buy, I don't know, some random ammunition, but you don't plan on using it because you don't even own the gun or have any desire to buy a gun that shoots that caliber. That would be hoarding. Now that doesn't necessarily mean it's terrible because ammunition will make a good barter system or a barter item because you never know. You may get that ammunition where people want it and you can flip it for a profit, or when things really hit the ground or things go haywire, it's going to be replacing currency and you could trade goods and services with it. So it's not entirely a terrible idea, but it's not the best idea out there. That's about it. Like I said, it was just an interesting video. Please leave a comment down below on what your thoughts are, and smash that like and subscribe button. And most importantly, Have yourself a wonderful day, morning, or evening.